Welcome to this edition of our SMA International News for the month of November. Openness of self to others, discovering new realities of Africa through the Ivory Coast, and the expression of faith overcoming stereotypes and prejudice. This is what some young Italians decided to do as they embarked on a missionary trip to this West African country.
This year I had the opportunity to accompany a group of young people from Turin to learn about the reality of Côte d'Ivoire. We often talk about Africa in our missionary animation, in our activities in Italy. We go to schools, we go to parishes. We say a lot of things there, and there are a lot of people who say they want to go and see for themselves.
I chose to come to Africa, to Côte d'Ivoire, partly to learn about the culture, the people, to meet other people, and to get to know the continent of which we speak a lot in Europe, and sometimes badly. And so to learn about this culture and to learn about these people, I wanted to come here to Côte d'Ivoire on this missionary journey.
These young people wanted to see Africa for themselves. They wanted to experience the culture of the people here. They wanted to experience their faith. They were looking above all for witnesses of the faith.
I was struck by the faith of the people who live here. From the cities to the villages, the churches were full, lively churches, truly cheerful, and lively masses, and you almost do not realise the time passing when at Mass.
We breathe the faith that is part of life, a faith that keeps one going, a faith that gives strength, a faith that involves the whole person, the whole community. It was exciting, beautiful to experience. The celebrations in the villages, to celebrate the Eucharist with them, even smiling at some ways masses are celebrated that we are not used to, but that we would like to import a little into our celebrations that are sometimes a little dull, a little empty, with a bit more participation. Here we breathe the living and beautiful church.
They have a wonderful faith, and I think I will take this home with me. Their faith is so colourful and alive despite the difficulties.
What struck me even more is the fact that even in poverty, the people have an inner richness. The fact that the less they have, the more they give. So even just giving you a gift or welcoming you is as if it is not enough. They make you the greatest wealth. And this struck me really a lot, because initially we have lost a little about what it entails to welcome a person who comes to your home. And what they have in common is their warmth, but also their faith, their way of living the Mass in a joyful and colourful way, which we are also missing. And actually it has made me feel good seeing that, and I hope to bring a little of their joy also to my country, to my church, while I go to serve at Mass as an altar girl or in the choir.
There was always a face that we brought home with us. From every place we went to, at least one face remained. And I was also struck by another thing. The fact that when we came here, we had suitcases full of gifts to give. And we thought we would return home with empty suitcases, and in reality we returned home with suitcases full of gifts that they gave us. Material, but above all intangible. So we really returned home with smiling faces, with looks, with memories that will surely remain not only imprinted in the photos we took, but above all in our hearts.
And now for some general information. The Superior General, Father Antonio Porciolato, and Father Rosario are on a canonical visit to the province of Benin, Niger. Father Francois de Paul is on an official visit to the Formation House in Nairobi, Kenya. And so this brings us to the end of this edition of our SMA International News for this month. We hope that you will join us again next month when we hope to have more news and information about SMA Mission.